The first thing they do is call out, surrender or die. Nobody responds. They breach one of the compound walls to allow them to kind of gain situational awareness of what's going on in the compound. The first glimpse the multi-purpose canine handler sees is her dad has her and he's using her as a human shield. And he's got an AK and he's engaging the Rangers. He's trying not to shoot this baby while he's killing this terrorist.
This is Sparrow?
This is Sparrow. Then they exchange grenades. The Ranger vividly described a grenade rolling out. So he sees it at his feet. It was like slow motion for him. He covers his dog and yells grenade because they're all stacked up at the compound.
So did they kill the guy?
They killed everybody eventually. He's the closest to grenade, but he isn't hit. His buddies are. People are fighting to death, even with their family members present. They told me that they were detonating grenades with their children present. The North Compound in the 20, 30, and 40 series, which has been declassified and released, they were breaching the center structure. The breach, as they were stacked up, set off an HME cache, and it went sky high. They described chemical taste. Immediately just flooded the area. They thought it was a booby trap. They're both using Carl Gustavs to breach and to engage different targets. For your audience who doesn't know what a Carl Gustav, it's a goose gun, but it's like a bazooka. When that HME, that homemade explosive cache went off, it was ammonium nitrate, they had multiple Rangers buried because the compound wall collapsed on them as they were stacked up. The dog handler and the platoon sergeant ran up the hill to dig out their buddies under fire to get them out. They actually had 2 guys partially paralyzed from that. Jeez. They're doing their room clearing and they're experiencing barricaded shooters. They're into the last room where they think this guy's gonna be. So they blow a hole in the compound and that blast kills that guy that they believe was her biological father and blows his body into the compound. The dog handler vividly describes like making sure he was dead. The first time he sees what was her biological mother is he describes her running from the room, screaming bloody murder. He is obliquing off the corner and he said that she got about 15 feet away from him and then partially detonated. He said she was mangled. So he drags her behind a berm and the first thing he does is like his training. He strips her down to make sure, see where she's bleeding. There's nothing they could do. She died in like 2 minutes. He noticed that she had the signs of giving birth. In his nods, he's like, and he saw her, Sparrow. So the Afghan platoon sergeant from the KKA, he's mad. Don't bring this baby, like throw it in the river.
Let me shoot it in the head.
Like we don't want her to go be a foreign terrorist in our country. So they literally saved her life.
Also add what dog handler testified.
So he said, I think that's the first time I was able to put a face to what evil looks like.